Hi children, how are you? Today we are going to revise our exam portions, PT3 portions, transportation in animals and plants, and next lesson, reproduction in plants. Okay, let us revise, answer the following question. First question, what are the components of blood? There are four components of blood. Plasma is a liquid part of blood which is yellowish in color and contain 90% of water. It contains food, enzymes, waste and proteins, etc. First components of blood is plasma. Okay. Second component RBC. RBC full form red blood cells. RBC are disc-shaped cells containing red colored pigment called hemoglobin. RBC contain red colored pigment, hemoglobin. Hemoglobin helps in transport of oxygen. Next, WBC, third component, WBC. WBC are the fighting cells which protect us against bacteria and foreign materials causing infection, that is harmful microorganisms, germs. Last component, platelet. Platelet helps in clotting of the blood. Platelets helps clotting of blood. Next question, what makes the blood look red? A red pigment called hemoglobin gives the blood its red color. This pigment helps in carrying oxygen to various parts of the body by blood. Why is it necessary to excrete waste product? Certain waste and toxic products are formed during functioning of body cells. The waste products like urea are toxic substances. When these toxic materials not removed from the body, they get mixed with blood and can damage the cells of the body. It is necessary to remove such poisonous waste materials from our body. How many chambers are there in human heart? There are four chambers in our human heart. Right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. What is vascular tissue? Plants have pipe-like cells to transport water, nutrients and food, which are called vascular tissue. There are two types of vascular tissues. They are xylem and phloem. What is transpiration? The process by which excess water evaporates to stomata from the leaves is called transpiration. Water evaporates through the stomata is called transpiration. Next lesson is reproduction in plants. First we discuss asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. What is the difference? One parent is involved in sexual reproduction. Both parents are involved in sexual reproduction. And asexual reproduction occurs in unisexual flowers and sexual reproduction occurs in bisexual flowers. Then asexual reproduction, new plants are obtained without seeds. Sexual reproduction, new plants are obtained from the seeds. Then we discuss difference between unisexual and bisexual flower. What is unisexual flower? Flowers which contain either stamen or pistil is called a unisexual flower. Example, papaya, corn, etc. Then bisexual flowers, the flowers which contain both the stamen and pistil called bisexual flowers. Example, mustard, rose, etc. Then pollination, two types of pollination, self-pollination and cross-pollination. The transfer of pollen from the anther to the stigma of the flower is called pollination. And the transfer of pollen the stigma of the same flower, it is called self-pollination. And when the pollen grains, the transfer of pollen grains to the stigma of another flower of the same plant or different plant is called cross-pollination. Then seed dispersal. What is dispersal of seeds? Scattering of seeds far away from mother plant is called dispersal of seeds. Okay dear children, everybody should read the textbook carefully. All the one-word answers, match the following, true or false, fill in the blanks, etc. are coming from this lesson. So everybody should read the textbook and also study the answer the following, define the following. following, etc. Okay, dear children, all the best for your exam. Thank you.